championing, I can't even say it this morning. She was a champion of girl power on the stage long before it became quite fashionable in the music industry. And we're talking 30 years of rock and roll. She's still going strong. Would you believe sold in excess of 45 million records. She's back in Australia for, what, 21 or 22 times. Undisputed queen of rock and roll, Suzie Quatro. Suzie, great to have you with us again.
Nice to be here again. Good to see you.
At 21, 22, nobody can keep track, and I'm not even sure you can.
I'm not sure if it's 21. I think it's 21. Anyway, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
The energy, ambition, and drive to be on the road doing rock and roll, how do you maintain that?
It comes from the heart. You got no business being out there unless you need it. I need it. I never go out there. If you look at, there's a live DVD out right now, and somebody said to me they watched it, and they said, you still see in your face like, I hope they're gonna like me tonight. That's the attitude you need to have. You never go out there and think, oh, hey, I'm great. No, 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 no. My job is to go out there, entertain them, win them over, send them home happy. Then I'm happy.
I love your philosophy that I was reading, and I'm hoping it's true, but it's unusual, and I'd like you to explain it.
Yeah.
You said apparently you should not have goals because you just might achieve them. That sort of flies in the face of every motivational guru we ever hear about these days.
Yeah, but that is how I feel, because then what do you do once you've gotten there? You know, you can have a vague idea where you're going, but the way to be happy and to keep wanting to be, there's nothing worse than being fulfilled. Where are you gonna go? It's
right.
like, next. So just keep moving the goalposts. We wanna keep trying, we wanna keep striving. I mean, 40 years in the business now, professional, and I still feel like it's a brand new day. And that makes me happy, that motivates me. What can I do today that I haven't done?
So you keep achieving. I mean, those sort of things are written for people who have trouble being motivated. It's natural for you.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter and a motivator, yeah.
But this business, you said 40 years in the business, this business can be demoralizing. It can make insecurities flourish. How do you cope with that? And I can't believe that you haven't suffered it. Everybody does.
Oh, you're kidding. If you come into this business, you agree to go on this roller coaster of highs and lows. You can be, from one minute you think like I haven't got an ounce of talent in my body, and the next minute I'm just the best thing that ever lived. This is the ride. You agree to go on this. It's a business of rejection, and it's a business of over-the-top acceptance. The only way to survive it is to just know who you are. I know who I am. I'm little Suzie from Detroit. That's who I am.
Your business, career, and success and achievements also marked by some, you know, fantastic awards and memorabilia, which I understand you've got in a room called the Ego Room. You've got to explain I mean, a lot of us have an ego room, but it's actually in the brain.
I do.
What's your ego room?
It's a funny thing. I believe in putting or leaving your ego on the stage. This to me is important. So I have a little room at home. You go up the little tiny stairs. Everything is on the wall, a leather suit, maybe 400 videos, scrapbooks, everything in there. I've got a little sign on this big wooden door, and it says, Ego Room, mind your head. So when you come out of the room, you shut the door, and the ego stays in that room. The only time you see my ego is either in that room or on the stage. I leave it there. Other than that, it's got no business. Not that I'm Miss Humble Pie, but I'm normal. I can explain it real easy. My whole goal in life was to be extremely famous, but also to be extremely normal. And I hope I have achieved that.
Fantastic. Wonderful. I mean, but it's, after all the years again, it is harder. I mean, age is not for the faint-hearted. Tell me about it. Getting into that cat suit on the wall, which you do every night, it's got to get harder, and there's some of us are going, please give us the secret.
It's up here. I always wanted to be like a funky old lady, you know, and I think I'm gonna manage that. If you feel sexy inside, you're gonna look sexy. Doesn't matter you got off your wrinkles, who cares? Who cares? I'm happy. I still feel young at heart. I'm out there shaking my ass, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And until I do, I'm going to keep shaking it.
Well, unfortunately, last time you were on, it made me think of resurrect something, and I don't know what possessed me. It's going to be good. I bought this thing in New York in 1974, and as you can tell, it's fitting so well, and I'm so...
That made me laugh.
Made me choke, or I couldn't breathe.
Well, I can still fit into mine, but I do work at it. I do jog every day and
so
watch what I eat.
So you really keep fit? And you are.
But not excessively. I mean, I enjoy my glass of red wine, I enjoy my food, but I'm little. I'm little, so if I put on a pound, it's like 10 pounds to somebody else, so I just have to be careful.
Listening to you and the way you've developed your career, your normality for you, you're doing a doco next year, which is virtually completed.
Yeah.
Which is always a worry for a lot of artists, because if it's not authorised, there's some stuff in there that not everybody wants to see. How are you going to produce your own doco?
The girl, Vicky Blue, who did my live DVD, we struck up a friendship, and I trust her. So I said to her, I always wanted to do a documentary. You're the one I trust to do it. Now, she has taken me places that have been very near the knuckle. You know, I don't know how well you know me, but what you see with me is what you get. I don't pull any punches. I don't hide things. When I'm upset, you'll see it here. When I'm angry, you'll see it here. I just never learned the art of putting on a face as such. So she's asked me questions, you know, and been filming me, and some of the things I think, okay, I'm gonna cry here, and I did. And some of the things I didn't expect, and I was on the floor in tears. So it's the story behind the story. Every success has a price, and this is what you see. It's a lovely thing, but there's some real poignant moments in there.
Can't wait to see that. But of course, you've got a live DVD out at the moment, the CD, but also you're touring.
I'm touring.
Here we go. We've got some dates coming up here.
Okay.
It's the Born to Rock tour, Penrith Panthers. That's tomorrow night. Wednesday, you've got to go and see and a Penrith again at Newcastle. Thursday, there's some more dates. Hornsby, Crown Casino in Melbourne, which of course is a fabulous venue.
And there's a few surprises on this tour, because it's called Born to Rock My Story, so few surprises. A little bit more than what you bargained for.
Loving that. Yeah. Wonderful to see you,
Thank you
again, and can't wait for the next tour, 22 or 23.
Whatever it is, whatever it is.
Look after yourself.
Thanks, you too.
Suzie Quatro joining us. Okay, a lot more coming up.